Before banks, before paper money, humans used a shocking method to create the first coins. And the process was far more dangerous than you think. For thousands of years, humans traded without coins, no gold pieces, no metal currency, no standardized value. People exchanged whatever they had: grain for cattle, tools for cloth, salt for spices. Every deal felt like gambling, because no one knew the exact value of anything. One trader might say his goat was worth 10 bags of wheat. Another might demand 20. Arguments were endless. Trade was slow. And long-distance business was almost impossible. Then something unusual started happening. Traders began noticing that a specific metal had unique powers. The metal was gold, soft, malleable, resistant to rust, and rare enough to feel valuable. Gold objects were easy to carry, easy to divide, and didn't spoil like food. Slowly, humans realized that gold could represent value. But there was a problem. Every gold piece looked different. One chunk might be pure, another mixed with dirt, another completely fake. Traders needed trust. People needed consistency. And that's when civilization invented one of the greatest financial technologies ever created: the mint, a place where governments would create official coins with guaranteed purity. But the process of making those first coins was far from simple. It required fire, extreme heat, precision, and courage. Because early coin minting was one of the most dangerous jobs in ancient civilization. The world's first coins appeared in the ancient kingdom of Lydia, around 600 BCE. These coins weren't made of pure gold. They were made of a natural gold-silver mix called electrum. The Lydians discovered that if they heated electrum, purified it, and shaped it, they could create small metal tokens with a consistent weight. The first step was gathering raw metal. Miners dug deep into mountains, using stone hammers, wooden wedges, and dangerous tunnels that could collapse at any moment. The metal chunks were carried to furnaces. Ancient furnaces were nothing like modern machines. They were small pits lined with clay, heated by charcoal, and pumped with air using hand-operated bellows. Workers stood in front of blazing flames, sweat pouring, the temperature rising above 1,000 degrees Celsius. As the electrum melted, impurities floated to the top. Workers skimmed them away with long metal rods. Sparks flew everywhere, and even a single mistake could cause an explosion of molten metal. Once purified, the metal was poured into molds. These molds shaped the metal into rough oval lumps called blanks. But they didn't look like coins yet. They needed symbols. And that part of the process changed history. Workers placed the hot metal blank on a stone anvil. On top of it, they placed a carved punch. The punch contained the design: a lion, a bull, a royal seal, or a city emblem. Then a worker raised a heavy hammer and slammed it down with full force. The blank flattened instantly. The symbol pressed deep into the metal. And just like that, a coin was born. Every strike was a moment of creation, but also a moment of danger. Coins sometimes shattered, sometimes flew into workers' faces, sometimes melted too fast. Mint workers had burns on their arms, scars on their hands, and smoke in their lungs. But they kept going, because civilization depended on them. For the first time in human history, money had a standardized form. Once coins were invented, trade changed forever. Suddenly, a farmer in one village could pay a merchant from another kingdom. Soldiers could receive salaries. Governments could collect taxes efficiently, and people finally trusted transactions. Coins became symbols of power. Kings stamped their faces on them. Empires used them to spread influence. Cities measured wealth in stacks of metal. Roads, markets, temples, all funded through minted coins. But the system created new challenges. If a ruler reduced the purity of coins, people noticed. Trust collapsed. Markets panicked, and entire economies fell. Coins were no longer just metal. They were messages, political statements, tools of war, and the backbone of civilization. Over centuries, minting techniques improved. Greeks perfected silver coins with art-level detail. Romans mass-produced coins for their massive army. Islamic empires introduced precise weight systems. Medieval Europe created minting guilds to regulate quality. The world never went back to barter again. Today we use digital transfers, cards, apps, crypto, but every transaction we make, every unit of currency we trust, still follows the same logic invented in ancient Lydia: consistency, weight, design, authority, a small metal disc that transformed humanity's understanding of value forever. If you love true financial history told in powerful storytelling, follow for more unbelievable money stories. Your next favorite fact is coming in the next video.